We talk about glass. glass cleaner, glass towels.
I have this video here. We're going to get into this video. 4 years in the making.
Shit. I think everyone can relate to this shit right here.
This one consumed Sal's life for a while. We even get into the topic. It's like, I don't need to hear anymore. I don't need to hear anymore. They're like, oh, but have you tried? Yes. Have you done? Yes. Have you? Yes, we even did it with this and this and this and that this way. It doesn't, it's at the point where it's like, okay, whatever you've done, we've probably done it times 5 because we got obsessed with this. Like that's how deep it has gotten because it became such a problem.
We talk about glass. glass cleaner, glass towels, hot glass, just glass.
Cold glass.
Oh man. So many things you gotta like.
We were working with glass today.
Man, glass was one of the first things when I came on board, Joe, I was just like, hey, you do the glass. Now that was like you do the glass and just kept on running. Like, hey, is that glass done yet? What's up with the glass? Like, man, because I see why. That's one thing you just have to, that's one of those things, like your biggest problems, like, hey, dog, I need you to figure this out.
Yeah.
I'm done figuring this out. I ain't spending no energy.
Yeah, because it feels like a lot of time lost. Feels like this is probably the one area in detailing from a technical standpoint where I feel like people have gained the least amount of ground with, whether that be the chemistry, whether it's the towel, the application, even the way people are teaching it. It has so many it's like paint. It's like, okay, you're polishing. How many different types of paints are you polishing? When you're doing certain paint corrections to a certain level, like a lot of those factors really become a problem. And I think when you start to get to a level of detailing where everything, now you're striving for like a level that's past perfection in your eyes. You know, that small little thing, for instance, a good example is the sealants, how people don't see the streaking. Like they really don't see that. Like they just don't see it. I'm
glad that changed now. I think more people are catching it. A lot of people are like, well, that leaves streaks. So yeah. I'm glad it seems like everyone's eye is getting better. Like they see something now.
And people would always get very defensive when I would tell them, hey, that's leaving mad streaks, or I'll see it in a shot or something. I'm like, I don't say nothing, but I'm like, yeah, my man don't even realize that there's streaks all over it. And kind of give them an example, because you were at a point where you didn't see them before and you didn't see all these like small, tiny things, or even like texture in paint or a respray on a panel, certain type of foggy glass, if something has marring or not, like just that refinement of the eye. Explain to people what that is, because people get mad because they think it's like oh, you're better than me type of deal. Somebody who came from the outside and actually experienced the development of that eye and that meticulousness.
Well, I think the standard alone is me being with two people. Mm-hmm. You were able to tell me, hey, you're missing spots right there. I'm like, where? And then you were able to, like this right here, you look at it from this side, you were able to give me different steps, different sequence, different lighting sites, all these different examples and variables you were able to show me. Like you're looking at it from the wrong way. That's why you can't see I'm like, oh, okay.
And I don't think people understand when they're like, oh, well, we all do the same thing. It's like, nah, Playboy. I'm looking at this a whole different way than what the average is. So that's just like a small example.
But that's huge. If you're solo, if you have no one if you have nothing to compare it to, it's like, do not have a reference.
Yeah. So it's just like it's just zero.
Like I'm sure if you were able to show that someone saying that, look at this, and you're like, no, there's streaks. No, there's not. Hey, come here. That's something that you can't argue.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, you see it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you feel like a jerk doing that, because it is such a
right.
It's already, for instance, if you're polishing and it's already refined to most people, but when you know, oh no, I know you can push out a little bit more. Let's do one more pass right here. And you may be thinking in your mind, this motherfucker's tripping. It already looks great. Like what do you mean one more pass? Like, no. Like this is just dumb. But over time you realize that's just the standard of what we do. That's what got us to where we're at. Mm-hmm. You know, and that reflects in everything, like even the depth of the chemistry that we use. You know, everything is tied together, like really, really deep levels. We're looking for profit. We're looking for things that are going to really move some metrics. This way of seeing things, do you feel like it could be a flaw sometimes?
Yes, it could definitely. It definitely could be a flaw. You could be in the 98th percentile when the client only wants to see 85.
Yeah.
And now you're just wasting time. Like you're wasting time, but at the same time you're gaining experience, but just it's not getting paid off then and there.
Yeah. 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 You're not getting
compensated there at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. But later on down the line, it's going
to it'll come in.
Yeah.
Areas. Well, when we were in the training down in San Diego with Rafa, they were doing the polish.
Yeah.
And they were trying to get it right, and they called Rafa over, and Rafa just said, "Oh, this is overspray. This has been repainted.
Yeah,
this right here has been repainted." And he's like, you were like, "What are you talking about?"
Everybody, not just me. Everybody.
And then he goes,
Everybody. We were like,
Come check this out. Look at this.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a real, you would be like,
he made me definitely like, because that thing looked like it looked like it was resprayed at the factory, is what it looked like, because it was a brand new. And I got some faith in the dealerships, you know, with their matching panels pretty much daily. And we know what those could look like, but you got to be real nice with it to do it that consistent, because it matched everything. Like the rest of the car, like it matched perfect. And we're polishing it and we're like, what is going on here? Like, why is it acting up? It's acting weird, you know, like there was a lot of variances in it, and especially compared to the rest of the vehicle. And Rafa comes and looks at it, and that's all Rafa does is paint correct, sanding and painting all types of paints. So he's over there polishing, and then he gives it a feel, and then he goes and looks around, checks the light. I'm like, what's he doing? Like, I already did that. That's what we're all saying. We're like, we already did that. What are you doing? And he goes, no, he goes, look, see right here, there was like one dirt nib, like in a very strange place. It was very difficult for the light to hit there. So, and even on factory paint, like that's not something that's super rare. Like you'll see stuff here and there, a small little imperfection. They're not perfect. But he showed us that example, and then he showed us like two other. I think there was like a fingerprint. A very small fingerprint or something somewhere. He goes, this was resprayed. And he knew it because he touched it. He looked at it in the light. I think once he did his first pass, he was just like, okay, I think he did his first pass and said, okay, I need to show these guys. This is a good time to show them. You know what I mean?
That would have pissed me off.
Yeah. Because nobody could, they're like, what the fuck is going on with this paint?
What was the remedy?
We just had to use a different approach.
Oh yeah.
We're like, okay, well, it's you reset everything, because they're trying to show the paint system,
and that too
with the pads.
When stuff like that gets identified, depending on what it is, the outcome changes, right? The final result should be like, okay, this thing no longer be at 95%.
Yes, your expectation changes. Yes. It's like, oh, okay, this one was painted nice, or whatever. I can do a little bit. I got a little bit more play here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I can get a little bit more aggressive based off of the situation that you have, and you always got to adjust to that. The whole topic of glass, man. I think glass took us down a rabbit hole where it was like you got to the point where you were just claying the windshield.
Yeah.
Every time. And when we talk about glass, because everybody does, I've seen a few of, this past few weeks, they do all the tests against the glass cleaners and the methods and all that. and they always do it on the outside of the glass.
easiest one. Like you could. It doesn't matter what you use, pretty much.
So in your mind, when you see them doing the outside of the glass, like
matter of fact, I think we had a couple of videos where we were showing people how to do glass, and we're using the side.
I don't think we know. I think
there was a couple of them. That we used.
But we do most of them from the inside.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? People are like, oh, well, if it cleans the outside, it should clean the inside.
Well, you're right. It should.
Yeah.
It damn should. But it changes due to the fact that windshield, like you have to have different levels to see the. Like when I mean levels, like positions, that you have to look at the windshield at all times. Outside at this level, inside on this level. On the side.
Yeah, because there's times where you pull the car in and out. You're like, hey man, I need it backed up, or no, pull it in, turn all the lights. I just need it shining from the back.
When you're doing the side windows, like you could see it easy. You can see any type of streaks or anything real easy, and also those tend to be a little cooler. You can work faster on those because you're right in front of it with the windshield when you're doing that windshield. Yeah, when you're mobile.
So mobile, yeah. So what are some common things in mobile shop? Like it does hot, cold. There's so many variables with trying to clean this paint. If you're in your shop, you may have contaminants in the air. If you're outside, obviously there's contaminants, but then you have environmental elements.
That's what I learned with this whole glass thing. Glass is no different. If so many things could go wrong working with glass and temperature, same thing goes for paint, and we know that. Like, we're doing all these precautions with the paint because it could get messed up easier. But you have the same problem. The glass doesn't get messed up, but you're still having a problem in not being clean, right, or not streak free.
Yeah, I feel like contamination control is extremely difficult with glass.
Yes,
because if you make one extra wipe with the same side that you maybe should not have. There goes the rest of it. Now you're smearing. I've grabbed the wrong towel on the finishing stage of glass, and I'm like, oh man, I grabbed the wrong. You grabbed that first towel, and then you ruin it, and now you're back to you have to reset that again.
Well, you mess around, grab the wrong towel. Period. When it has a different chemical in it, and you go clean the glass. Oh man, you got to reset everything again. It ain't just like, just go get some panel prep and wipe it off. Like, no, like you got to change. You got to change everything.
What are some of the common things that people say? Because I know you're at the point where you're just like glass. Because everything that people tell us you need to get, we get or do, and we're just like it's same old shit. So what do you think are some of those like buzzwords or things that people are swear by, methods or applications where like, man, you got to do it this way? Like the first kind of like big one that everyone says.
Streak, okay, streak free. That's what the company was. It leaves a streak free. No, it doesn't. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. But you don't say how to follow up and how to get the streak free finish. And another one, people would just say, I just use rinseless.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah.
Which
makes sense because it's a cleaner.
Yes, it can work.
And they finish out good too, usually.
Yeah. But
people say, I use...
There needs to be a chemical that just says, like, this here is for breath. This here is for smoke. This here is for sweat. Like, on the instructions. Like, if you put that in there and you guarantee it takes care of that. Because the side window, what is it? Just fingerprints.
Yeah.
It's just a little some talky dust.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing, right?
Yeah.
On that windshield, though, like, especially on my windshield. Like, I'm straight from the gym in the car, that thing's... The defroster don't even put it out. I know it's nasty. Breath.
Yeah. Glass is a tough one. We tried the brand new towel where people are like, you got to use the brand new towel. And that's still one of that probably still is the best way to get the best results, the fastest way. The new towel where they're like, you just got to use a fresh towel. A lot of people still, they're like, I don't want to do that. It's like, it's not that much more. The fresh towel.
Waffle weave towel.
Yeah, waffle weave. A lot of people say waffle weave. Some people say you got to use 2 towels.
Yes.
Some people do the saturated towel, one just completely saturated. A lot of folks do that. And then there's other people that say, you got to hit it with the like a lot of people say the magic eraser. Magic eraser. Steam is another one. Yeah, we do that every once in a while. If we're doing steam in I always steam the windows before Sal goes through because that could be one less level that he has to work with.
I like it too because it makes it at that point when you got a steam, you want it to be all dirty, all the same, so that way you could see the finish when you're done. You know,
so it's not all blotchy.
Yeah.
Glass is one of those small things that makes a big impact. When Sal does glass, it's now he has time reserved. It's not like an afterthought. I think a lot of people just do glass and go, oh, let me do this glass. Let's go knock this glass out real quick. We approach it like we need to make sure we're not retouching anything. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how we go into glass because we know when you're talking efficiency, that glass can fuck up everything. That glass can mess with the amount of money you made that day. Because nobody's allocating time for an hour for glass. But there's been times where we've worked on glass for over probably close to 2 hours. If the glass needed something, we're talking sometimes it needs an adhesive remover. Today, how long were we working on glass?
Oh shoot, today was like an hour.
Because they had the whole glass rooftop that had sap on it and the exterior. When cleaning glass, interior or exterior, I think it's just important to treat that just as important as the wheels or the engine or the paint correction.
We said it before, and we take glass so serious that when it comes to meeting the price of a client, and they're trying to leave not trying to leave any money on the table.
They're trying to negotiate.
What can we do about this price? Okay, well I could take it down this much. I ain't touching your glass.
Yeah.
Like we'll take a good $50 off and then $50, $75 off. We know some windshield's tore up. Like, hey man, that's gonna take some time right here. Mm-hmm. It's hot.
Yep.
Hey, so let's get into it.
Okay,
man.
So
with glass, some of the biggest things that no matter what you're gonna have problems is the weather, is the temperature. Yeah. If it's hot, if you're gonna hit a hot windshield, you're gonna have problems. Just be ready. Like when there's a hot day doing glass, hey, Joel, I need you to watch me on this one from the outside, and just because it's worth that time. It's worth stopping you and say, I just need your eye to let me know where to stop. Because
glass is hard to do inside also.
Yes.
As well as outside, because it's lighting too, and you have shit reflecting everywhere. Sometimes the interior of the car is light, so it's like you don't know where you're seeing. So there's times where we got to turn off all the lights, put a light inside the car, and that's how we're gauging and reading the light. So there's different methods you guys can use.
Heat, humidity, those things, like be ready to have some heartaches when you go into those things. Heat, humidity, direct sunlight, obviously. We run with more glass towels than any other towel.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know if you notice now, we're always doing glass towels, and we got a lot of glass towels. I'm using like 6 towels per vehicle. I'm not even playing around anymore.
6 towels per vehicle?
Yeah, because that windshield's probably getting like three new fresh towels when I hit that windshield.
What we're doing now is Sal's saying that he's just taking extra precautionary upfront time just to not have to do any rework.
Yeah.
Because that's how time consuming it can be when you have to do the rework. So before, I remember he would say, okay, I'm going to take 2 towels with me. Okay, now I'm going to take 3. I'm like, okay, why do you need 3? Okay, now I'm going to take 4. And then sometimes you have 5. And I didn't know that you were getting up to 6.
Yeah.
But I'm sure maybe like halfway through, or as soon as something hits, that you're like, okay, this towel is done.
And now
it's time to switch out.
The second towel, when it's too when it's too saturated, I'm talking like 20% saturated, like it's like too much.
Yeah,
you gotta keep that thing back around 5%. Like that thing always got to be dry. Once that
so you know what it feels like.
Yeah, or I know what it looks like. Once that second towel hits that mark, that's now my saturation towel.
Oh, okay.
And third, not third, but what I've been using like the past 4-6 months, the finishing towel that I'm using, use your favorite drying towel. A drying towel with the twisted loop.
Oh, twisted loop. Okay.
Any drying towel with twisted loop as the finishing. Dry, of course, that towel is dry.
So that's dry towel, dry surface.
Dry towel, dry surface, and that whatever streak is left over on any type of glass, that's getting
That's final finish. Final finish.
And
so if you hit it with that and you're still seeing something, it ain't clean enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So what we're running with now, what I've been testing out, shout out to my man O'Burke. We got O'Burke glass cleaner. I've been trying that out for the last 2 weeks, and I'm very impressed. I'm very excited about this one. I'm excited about this one like how I was with Built Hammer came out when I tried.
Okay, traceless.
Traceless,
and those are some big words. If you guys know traceless,
that we found out 2 years ago. Shout out to Seamus, put me on this one. We tried this one full time. We got a video on it when we tried.
Yeah, we were on this. And people had been telling us about it for a while, and it took us a while to order it because we were in that mindset. Oh, we'll just use the glass cleaner, because at that point, all the glass cleaners felt like they were all somewhat the same. So I was like, well, we'll just use all the glass cleaners we have, because we were buying a shit ton of them. As soon as we made a video on it because it was that wild. Like we took it out with us and we shot a video for the first, and I'll post that, our first reaction, because we were just like, what the hell's going on here? It was crazy. So this one we had been on for a while, and it's nice to know that it's a little bit more, Built Hammer is a little bit more available. We're going to do a whole video on Built Hammer. We've been using Built Hammer products for probably close to 3 years. So yeah, Built Hammer, traceless. What did you like about this one?
So O'Burke, I'll go back to O'Burke. What I liked about this is the instructions say to apply it on your towel versus spraying the glass. So put it on the towel, and it says it has some sudsing action on it. So I'm like, oh, what the heck is that? But as you're applying it on the window, the glass, you see it. You see little bubbles, like it's soap in there. You know what I'm talking about? Like you're doing some like Dove soap, some
here. Hit this right here. See if we could get a little closer. Like really, okay. I could see it. It has like a white. It's not glass, but
Yeah. So and what I found out with that, and once I go through my first towel, the saturated one, I go through my second one, and you could see it as you wipe off. You have something to compare it to. You kind of like
kind of like a little haze,
kind of like almost? A little like I look at it's not haze, but it's the bubbling. But compare it to
like
haze.
A trail,
yeah,
like a trail.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I
so
got
it's easy. It's easy to distinguish what's clean and what's left over.
That's cool. That's a cool visual indicator.
Yes, it's a very cool. And the working time on this is a lot longer than a lot of other.
Some of these are quick.
Yes. So it's like. Because at least of that sudsing action, you're able to see it still. Yeah. So I think the working time on that, you need, when it comes to heat, you need a lot of working time.
Yeah.
When you're doing that windshield, when it's hot. And that's something that a lot of the cleaners don't have. Because Built Hammer don't have that. Matter of fact, Built Hammer, everything.
It's hard. Yeah.
It goes away.
Yeah.
It disappears on you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. Just try to stay away from direct sunlight. Windshield, if you can cover that thing up. Built Hammer was the first one that you were excited about.
Yes.
That we saw a clear difference. Like, okay, this is something different. There's nothing like it. And how would you compare the two as far as ease of use?
Ease of use, I will have to say it'll be O'Burke, due to the fact that traceless. In the heat, when you get it on any piano black, anything other than glass, it will leave some etching. It will get cloudy. So that I found out I was doing some outside windows.
It does leave a foggy residue if it drips or something.
You would have to polish it out, and so that's when I use this one. I gotta spray the towel. So when I'm doing the interior of the vehicle and the windshield. So I don't want this. If it does that on paint, it could damage some other material on the interior. Yeah. So whatever, let be leather. So I don't use this in the heat, which sucks because that's when you need a good cleaner in the heat. But I try to stay away from traceless in the heat. And with that reason alone is why I don't like using it, because I've seen it happen too many times where I have to go back and polish something.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Burke, nothing yet. I haven't got any experience with.
So for
Burke.
someone who's trying to say experience something that's going to make a big difference in the way that they clean glass, or at least in their method or application, get a better result. You think both of these, it's a fair assessment to say, yo, these will make your game go up. If you're a 6, this will take you to what?
Yeah, if you're a 6, it'll take you up a point.
Okay.
It'll take you up a point, 0.5, point.
Okay.
0.75, yeah.
How big are the towels in this whole game? Because some people say it's not, some people say it's the towel or it's the chemicals.
Well,
you got those two sides.
So when it comes to glass, let me have a pick of the towel before I have a pick of the chemical. So
you're picking the towel.
I'm picking the towel because I know what I can do with water. But when you got some fucked up towels, no, like I'm leaving there confident when I got some good towels.
Yeah,
like when we have clients that I know are picky when it comes to their vehicles.
Oh yeah.
Like hey, save this towel, right? Don't touch this towel.
We've been called back for
getting called back on windows. Got to be the most embarrassing. That is I don't know why. Yeah. I'd rather get called back from leaving some stuff on the paint, but leaving stuff on the windows. I don't know why. Why. It's just like I feel dirty.
And you guys can't even clean windows.
Yeah, it's like oh man.
But that's where a lot of us struggle. This shit's hard. People don't realize, the ones that do know how hard it is, they're like, okay, you guys do what you got to do. They're like, what are you using? how many times? And then they see the price and they're like, hey, do you want clean glass or not?
Because anytime you're having a conversation, every detailer can understand the struggles of glass. And when you hear a glass conversation, you're like, you listen. You're like, oh, guess what? I had the same thing. Like you stop what you're doing. Like, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Misery loves company. Yeah. People like talking about some messed up windshield.
Yeah. So traceless was really good for me. It actually made cleaning the glass fun because it was a different experience. But Sal also, he goes, okay, well, I know this chemistry is good because it's clear that it's making me better and it's easier to clean and I'm getting a better outcome. But now I have to explore with these other towels. So it's like after we found this, we were like, okay, we know this made it better, every situation better. So from now on, what we got to do is find the best pairing for it. Mm-hmm. And now that's where we're at with this whole glass thing. But Sal was really impressed because we didn't think we were looking for stuff that was on this level. And we kept hearing things. But I've never heard anything about this guy here.
I like this guy.
I've never heard anything about this
guy. This guy right now is my man's right here. Yeah. Yeah, I run it with this one.
And what else are we messing with right now? Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, we went the KCX glass cleaner. But before on all those, the smell. Bill Hammer has a distinct smell to it. It smells delicious.
Yes.
When this is stuff when you spray it, clients go, hey man, that smells good.
That I do like the smell. Every time you spray it, I'm like, did you hit that with Freshen Up or something? But it's the traceless.
It's the traceless. Also, we've been using this on. We do this with the finishing. Obviously, everybody does windows at the finishing stages, right? Yeah. At least should in theory, whatever. But we had some clients stop us and say, hey, what is that you're using? That's way too easy. We had a couple that have us stop and say, where can I buy this stuff? And they're already on eBay. Oh man, this stuff is expensive. Yeah. There's only one. They're all sold out. Yeah. So shout out to Bill Hammer on that. But the smell is great on this. It has a different smell to it. I don't know how to explain the smell.
Yeah.
Coach Kimmy smells delicious too.
Yeah.
It smells nice. Oh, Burke, it doesn't have it has a scent to it, but nothing like a fragrance.
Yeah, this does have a really nice smell. Something that you would normally smell like on a detail spray or something that usually makes smell nice. What's so good about this guy?
Oh man,
the KCX.
So
you weren't expecting much from this.
You
used it before.
We used it before, and I used it once, and that was my fuck up. I used it once and I was just like, I don't see nothing special.
Because people talk about this like they like it. It's really good.
So, and then that's why we started I wanted to try it out because you said, hey man, So you want this glass cleaner? I said, yes, I need to give that a try.
Yeah.
So I've been messing with this for the past month. Man. Check this out. So I had a perfect test vehicle, which is my vehicle, the windshield. That thing hasn't been detailed in probably half a year. And the windshield hasn't been cleaned in quite a while. So everything that makes a windshield nasty, you guys know, my windshield had it. So I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time to do a side-by-side comparison. So I had the Oberk, I had the KCX, one side Oberk, and I was like, damn. I was like, bro, look at the difference.
There was a huge difference. It was a clear. It wasn't like it was a hard. It looked like a 50-50 shot of like paint correction type shit.
So I had my 3 towels that I used for the driver's side, and I had 3 the same towels, brand new, on the passenger side. So I said, oh shit, girl, KCX, I don't know. KCX gonna lose on this one. There's no way. So I hit it with the glass cleaner, the same application. I put it on the towel, and I did my thing. Bro, it looked like I did the whole thing with the same glass cleaner. I was just like, oh man, that window was tore up. So that was
a windshield.
That was the windshield.
That was a windshield.
Okay, I take it back. KCX is up there too. Like these we're all like in the 90th percentile with these right here. Like,
so you ain't going wrong with any of these.
No, you're not going wrong. You're definitely not going wrong. You got a messed up windshield. And again, people are like, oh, windows, we've been doing this. I get all that. You can do it with distilled water. Distilled water to get down too, man.
Yeah.
So
you use distilled water, and you also use. You've tried it all. You've done all of it. And what do you think it comes down to when people are like, well, what should I do if I want to do glass better tomorrow, Sal? What do I need to do? Like, what do I gotta buy, and how do I gotta do this?
Okay, I would say number one is start off with towels you're using for your windows. Make sure you got one brand new towel.
One of those is brand new.
One of those is brand new. Then that's going to be used for your finishing.
And also, all of your towels should be separated when you're doing laundry.
Yes.
When you're laundering your guys' towels, glass towels don't touch paint towels. Paint towels don't touch wheel towels. Wheel towels don't touch solvent towels. Solvent towels don't touch. None of that stuff can be contaminated, guys. Like, you wash them together, you dry them together, and that's it. Like the specifics together is what I mean. So just the sealant towels, just the polish removal towels, all of those go in the wash together. They go into the dryer together. They get folded together, and then they're done. None of them, even when you're done with laundry, you don't throw them all together in a big pile. Like, you just keep them separated at all times. There's certain contaminants and films and things that get caught in these fibers that they may not come out, so you could be contaminated. You ever have like some of those? You ever use? Remember the tire shine ones we used to have? They would be heavy.
That's I think that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, it is.
That's a whole nother.
But that's another level of quality control, and that saves us money and time when we're actually working.
Because I already know, man. You know it doesn't. You just dump it in an APC, and after that, it's all good. You know,
whatever. But I'm sure. Yes, okay. So someone said. So you would say you would recommend having three towels.
Three towels.
How many towels? Three towels.
I've been using close up to five to 7 per vehicle. With the windshield, I like to go in with pretty much 2 brand new towels, like the same soaked towel I use.
Okay.
But after that, like, I'll use 5 towels for the windshield just to be better safe than sorry.
So if somebody else is out there, you would just recommend, you say, hey, just bring another towel with you, what you normally use.
Yeah.
And that'll make you that much better.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are going to be like, Sal, you're fucking tripping, bro. You're bringing 6 towels to do glass. Like, that's overkill.
I already know that.
But is it really overkill?
Nope. Am I holding you up with the glass for the most part?
No.
And then there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Because people are going to be like, oh, well, I'll just use 2.
Like, I even feel better.
You know what I mean?
I even feel better with our third man when I see him running around with 3 towels. I feel better. Like, no, I give him extra towels. Like, no, use this too at the very end. Like, he's not running with enough towels, if you ask me.
Well, kind of like when I tell anybody that I'm leading at the time, like, when you think you're done,
Yeah.
Do it for like 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Or when you think it's done, like now you still got a little bit more to go. When you're done, do one more pass. So you know what the expectation is, and because you know where it can go. You're like, okay, I know he's not going to get 90%. But if he gets 85 and I have him do this, now he might get 95. You know, yeah.
And I think the last I want people to try, you let me know how, whatever drying towel you're using that you think is the best. Like if you know you got a chicken shit drying towel, don't use it. But if you got a drying towel, like this is what I use there's nothing's better than this. Try that towel dry, not being used. Use that at the end when it comes to your finishing. Just try it out on a hot day. Yeah. Let me know how that works for you.
So if you could use any type of towel brand that you've used, or not brand, but like what type of, like people are gonna be like, oh, what kind of, do you use like a pearl weave? Do you use a waffle weave? What type of towel are you using when that you're finding the best results with? Is it a mixture? Obviously, that finishing towel is.
It's a mixture. I'm liking the. So the one that I'm finding the best for finishing is small twisted loop, like the smaller.
Yeah, the shorter.
The shorter one. Any twisted loop, but the smaller, if there could be a smaller one, that's working great for the finishing. Okay. Like I'll do whatever towel you got, but like, give me a drying towel.
Yeah. And we'll link all the towels and all the products in the description.
3 towels that I use that I start with, I got waffle weave. The first one is a waffle weave, second one waffle weave. They're just different color. Waffle weave one I use for the scrubbing is a dark one. The light color one is yellow. I use that for the second wipe. And the third towel is usually my small the drying towel that I use for the finishing. So when those get saturated, I just recycle them down. So now my second towel is my grimy towel, so on and so forth. I get more use on the drying towel, the finishing one, because obviously that's supposed to be touching cleaner surfaces, and it's everything's already dry on it. Supposedly,
he's touching nothing. He should only be touching clean surface.
Correct. So that's what I base it off on how the towel is saturated and how bad the windows are. Whether I see a lot of fingerprints, whether it's something sticky.
Yeah, and you might just hit that with one towel, just to sacrifice that towel.
Yeah.
Okay, this is. I'm gonna zero this out real quick.
Yeah, I might just go and I'll just hit every single window first. Just
and then that towel's done.
Just get that out the way. I'm not doing anything again. So it all depends on this.
So now you're at a point where it's like, okay, now I have a good starting point.
Kind of like how
all the windows are beat up.
Kind of like how we go into a disaster detail. Like, hey, this is farm truck. We got the dust first. Yeah, everything dust. The same thing. That's my dusting phase.
I think that's a good tip for some people. Where they're, because I see people they're working on one window forever. And, oh man, it's like, yo, maybe you need to do them shits in rounds. You know, hit one hot round with that saturated towel, or maybe even like Polestar or something, like all perfect.
Then also try doing the windshield first. Try doing the windshield first. Get that out there, because everything else is easier.
Yeah, get the harder stuff first. Makes sense. All right, so
that's a lot about glass, huh?
A lot about glass, man. Well, you got a lot to do.
Misery loves company.
Hopefully these people stick around for it, but maybe these motherfuckers talking about it. Who cares about glass? No, it was just something that I think a lot of detailers can learn from. We thought it could be very informative. So has a lot of knowledge when it comes to glass. As you
my primary cleaner is though ASC. We forgot ASC.
Oh yeah,
ASC is not up here.
And ASC isn't a glass cleaner, so it's another one of those ones that when we do interior maintenance work, I usually do the windows in like the third row, because I'm usually working on the interior stuff. So I do all the textiles, the leathers, stuff like that on the majority of the maintenance vehicles, and I don't want Sal to have to climb back into the third row. So I'm doing those maintenance vehicles with ASC, and it cleans like the glass cleaner. To me, that ASC I love, because it's easy to use. Like I don't have any of the flashing problems.
Hey,
it's ASC should be an honorable mention in here.
what towel are you using for the wipe off on the ASC? A twisted loop?
Yeah, it's probably
twisted loop.
the twisted loop. Yeah, but it definitely holds its own with this class right here.
Yeah.
So shout out to O'Berg, Bill Hammer, and KCX for stepping up the game when it comes to glass, because it's been a while. And if you guys are looking for a glass cleaner, I'm not saying if you guys are looking, because everybody's looking for a fucking good glass cleaner. Go get these, because Sal he didn't waste all that time for himself. He, part of it was like, hey, we've made other videos on glass. I don't think people appreciated them. And I think now when people start to use this got people talking about glass cleaners. No one was talking about glass cleaners because people, they're all the same. I'd rather use this.
I think the bigger conversation is people are going to start trying their drying towel. So tag us in the gram reels or the YouTube, whatever you doing the finishing with the fresh drying towel.
All right, well, we'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys find everything linked in the description.
Holla. Hype!